Killer beats. Killer
Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Mike Ricks, man, part of the NFC South versus the NFL, man. And today we're going to talk a little bit about week 2. We're going to talk about them Tampa Buccaneers, man. They high on their horse like they ain't catch a L for some reason. I'm going to just play a little no comparison for them, man. Hey, man, I've been bumping this, man. Beat today. DOA. Say we a blip on the radar. Team looking good on the paper. But we'll show you how to rate a radar. Send them back to the base. Buccaneers fans talking crazy. They talking crazy. You gonna need more than Tom Brady. Yeah, man. Once again, this is your boy Mike Ricks, man. I'm the Carolina Panthers representative of the NFC South versus the NFL, man. I just want to talk a little bit about this matchup. This matchup got me going kind of crazy, dog. They act like we have no chance whatsoever, man. Like we ain't got a shot in there. And you see, I got the hoodie on today, man. I'm rocking the hoodie right now because I think we're going to creep up on them, y'all. We're going to creep up on them. DOA. Shout out, no comparison, man. But anyway, man, I just want to talk a little bit about this matchup. I think it's going to be an interesting game. Like I said, if you checked out the live stream, man, go check it out. I'm trying not to repeat myself too much, but I'm going to, say some things that I mentioned in there, man. Last year around this time, week 2, 2019, the Carolina Panthers hosted the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We were heavy favorites. We were definitely going to beat this squad. We were favored to beat them. And you know what happened? They came in the Bank of America Stadium, caught us off guard, and they beat our butt. And it wasn't a blowout, but they just really outmanned us, man. They were more physical than us. They just really outplayed us on both ends of the football. And when I'm looking at this game, and I watched their game quite a bit, looked at the all-22, looked at a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff with this team. And one thing that I will say, everybody hyped up their elite offense, so-called offense on paper, but it's not their offense that concerns me. It's the defense. And DJ, I give him props. Shout out to DJ. I don't know where he's at. His ass couldn't get on there and record. But y'all kill him in the comments since he couldn't get on there and record with me. But yeah, man, they are really physical. And they line up like 8 in the box at all times. Their MO is to stop the run hands down. If they can stop the run, they're going to force you to pass. And somehow with just the 2 corners and the safety, they seem to be able to bracket almost everything and keep everything in front of them. And then don't give good passing lanes, man. I was really thoroughly impressed when watching this defense, man. Todd Bowles is a hell of a defensive coordinator. Got to give him props, man. That young secondary has grown up quite a bit. So now they can really hit on all cylinders because they know the system. They've been within this system for a year. Now, when it comes to the offense, one thing I will say about this offense is this is a high turnover, pretty much interception offense. That's Bruce Arians. If you look at history has shown with BA that every year with his first quarterback for the first year, they've had pretty much career high turnovers and interceptions, man. That's just something BA has. So to me, and even DJ, when we had this conversation, it seemed like Jameis Winston probably would have been a better option for them. I know y'all thinking, man, you crazy as hell. Nah, Jameis Winston probably would have been a better option just because he got that out of his system and he was going to move on being able to play fast in this system. So what that tells me is look forward for Tom Brady to probably have his career high in interceptions, probably have a high number of interceptions. I hope he continues on the trend because he's had 3 straight games in a row dating back to last year, even in the playoffs, where he's had a pick 6 and he's lost all 3 of those games. So I'm hoping that we can continue to do the same thing in Carolina Panther Nation. But that's enough about them. Let's talk about what we got to do. All right? We got enough. All right? Right. So look, check this out, man. This is what we got to do. We have to, and I'm going to say it again, we have to somehow be consistent with trying to run the football. I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to be extremely hard. They are out to kill 22. They said they're going to make him feel every hit. So best believe they're going to try to make sure they stop Christian McCaffrey. What that's going to do is, by being honest, we should be able to hit some play action options, especially with the receivers that we have on the outs. I don't think any of them can handle our speed. Jamel Dean has some speed. I will give him that. But I think he's probably the worst out of the corners out there. With that being said, Carlton Davis is a very physical, grabby guy. He's not going to get beat deep too many times. If he sees that happening, guess what he's going to do? Pass interference. This team is the most penalized team in the NFL dating back to last year, so don't be surprised if that happens again. I did notice last year on the film, Curtis Samuel can eat this team alive. He does it every single year. It's just a matter of being able to get him the ball after he beats the corner or just in space. He does a hell of a job against this team. For some reason, he gets up against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. DJ Moore, we need him to be more consistent. Just catching the ball. Last week, I thought he had a few passes that just hit his hands that he should have been able to catch, and those are critical. So we need him to get his mind in the game, especially with that personal foul. Even though we were able to go down and score, it still made the drive much longer than what we had that we needed, and we could have had more time on the clock to, work some things out later on in the game. But we need him to be focused and locked in. Now, another key and a sleeper piece, in my opinion, is special teams. There are three phases in the game of football. You got your offense, your defense, and your special teams. Now, Tampa Bay Buccaneers seem like they don't ever coach special teams. I don't know what it is about them, but they struggle with special teams, whether it's field goal, kicker, whether it's coverage. It's something with special teams. Let's look back to last week. They had a field goal block, and they had a crazy kickoff return muff, fumble, or whatever. The Saints were able to recover. So that's the side of the ball that we must win if we want to be able to pull this game out. We also, our offensive line. Offensive line just has to continue to be like they were doing. I think this was one of the most underrated positions that we had on the team. A lot of people thought our offensive line was terrible. I thought it was average, and it needed to be average at best in order for us to have some success. And they showed up, man. I was really proud of how they played last week, man. Offensive line, they were stout against the pass, and they made holes except for that fourth down in inches, man. And Russell Okung talked about that. He said that they played terrible just because of that play. They have to get pushed. And I love that out of a leader. That's why he's a captain. So offensive line, kudos. You can continue to work and do what you did last week and just build on that. I think we'll have a very solid performance offensively. Now, defensively, we must be able to run to the football and make tackles, man. It was too many opportunities. I know Josh Jacobs is a beast, and they don't have anybody on that team that can compare to him, not even Fournette, definitely not old-ass Shady McCoy. Man, that guy there is washed. Now watch he come out and nah, man, not old Shady McCoy. And Rojo, I'm still not sold on him, but he did show some things, man. I got to give him some props, man. The tight ends, they can say what they want about the tight ends. Rob Gronkowski is very old. I think our weakest pass coverage guy, and Tahir Whitehead can probably do a decent job on him. Lord, please let him get something, because he's terrible in coverage. But Jeremy Chin impressed me the most out of anybody on that defense, man. He was very ready. Very, very, very ready last week. And Rasul Douglas, man, I hope he gets the nod. I wouldn't mind seeing him and Axon Jackson out there, or hell, even him and Troy Pride sometimes. But I think we have an opportunity to win football games. I know we want to play some of these young guys, but we have an opportunity to win these football games. The Raiders game was an opportunity for us to win. And I think catching Tampa early like this, because they're still trying to work out the kinks, we have an opportunity to win this football game, but we have to put the best ones out there, not necessarily the best ones going forward, but I just don't see that happening with this team, man. I think Matt Rhule is building something. I think the Carolina Panthers are building something, and we might take some lumps in the process of doing that. With that being said, we must get a pass rush also. Brady is extremely uncomfortable back there if he gets touched. Not hit, just touched. And so we're going to have to at least touch him. We didn't touch Derek Carr. And so If we allow him to be able to get that ball out of his hands fast and not be touched, then he can definitely pick us apart. Even though for some reason it seemed like he struggled in the short game, but he was hitting them long balls, man. They got like 3 pass interferences from the long ball. But with all that being said, man, when I look at this matchup at Raymond James Stadium, this is probably going to be the hardest game for me to pick of the year. Everything in me as a fan, not gonna lie, y'all, I think we're gonna bust their ass because I can't stand DJ. But logically, y'all, it just seems like it's gonna be such an uphill battle for us, man. And I'm not scared of them at all, man, because they didn't put no fear in my heart. Now I am more concerned about their defense and offense. With that being said, I think our offense is pretty prolific, man. It's pretty prolific. I mean, we put up 30 points and could have easily had more. And then I look at the way Teddy Bridgewater just dissected this defense last year. And I know. It's not the same as last year. They're a little better. But I think he's the right guy to be able to be cautious with the football, make accurate, decisive decisions, and not turn the football over. And if we could do that, which I think we will, along with getting the end zone, I just feel like their offense and their team is so undisciplined that they're going to make more mistakes than us. And if that happens, we'll pull this game out. My son, he gave me a little confidence. So I'm going to go ahead and choose. F it, man. Let's go. Let's go keep pounding, baby. We're going to win this game. We're going to win it by 4. I'm calling it right now. We're going to win this game by 4 points. It's going to come down. They're going to think they're going to be able to kick a field goal, but they're going to have to score a touchdown. And this young defense is going to pull up a stop, and Tom Brady won't be able to get the comeback and win this football game. And the Carolina Panthers will start out the season 1-0, baby. I mean, 1-1, my bad. But 1-0 in the division. Anyway, man, this is your boy Mike Ricks. Thank y'all for checking me out, man. Thank you for the love and support, man. I'm trying to get a little better, trying to get a little things going with camera, all kind of different things, man. So support your boy, man. I'm trying to grow in this thing. I'm trying to grow. So hit the Cash App, man. That's Mike. That's $MRRICKS07. Yeah, man. Much love, much love. Anyway, man, thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the love. Hey, man, we're going to keep pounding, and we're going to ball out. And I'm out this mug. Deuces.